And returning to that top story, which has experienced another day of turmoil, just hours after Greeks voted no to an international bailout, the country's finance minister resigned, as you heard. Anna Diamantopoulou is a former Greek minister and EU commissioner. She's currently the president of Diktio, a think tank on Greek reform, and she joins us now from Athens. Good to have you with us, and thank you for your time tonight. Firstly, what's your view on how the Greeks have voted? Because you were predicting that the Greeks would vote yes to the referendum.
It is true, as you said, that it is a very difficult day after the referendum, but it must be obvious that the referendum was really a kind of a parody, because people didn't really understand what the real question was. So what we could say today is that the one side, people had said no to a support to a concrete program, a very difficult program for the European Union, but at the same time the majority of Greek people want to stay in Euro and in the European Union, because it is extremely difficult for a country like Greece with this geographical position in the neighborhood of the Middle East, in the end of Balkans, to be isolated without the shield of the European Union. So this is what the Greek people really want, whatever yesterday the answer was. Greek people want to stay in the European Union. So what is the only way out? I think that what we all of us expect today from Prime Minister Tsipras, who now has the weight of the decision in his own shoulders, and from all political leaders, is to agree, to have an agreement between them for the proposal that we have to put on the table of the European Council.
Various European leaders have said that if Greeks rejected the referendum, if they voted no, that this would make it very difficult for Greece to renegotiate with Eurozone countries. Do you believe this is the case? The Prime Minister says that this will help Greece in its negotiations, but do you think Greece is in a more difficult position now?
Yes. It is in a more difficult position. I think, to be frank with you, that the interventions of politicians of other countries during these 5 days of the referendum, just keep in mind that it was only 5 days discussion before the referendum, they had a negative impact. So everybody, I mean prime ministers from other countries, the IMF, the European Commission, came out and said what is going to be the next date for Greece. Now I think that things are difficult, but according to the European rules and to the European legislation, there is a margin of a final effort. It is difficult. It is extremely difficult for some countries and for some parliaments to come back with a new negotiation. But it is so important for the future of a whole people that I believe that if the Greek government proposes something which is acceptable, something which can work for Europeans, not only for the Greeks, there is a next day. So this is what we pray for. This is what we believe that it can be the case, although we know that particularly in Germany there are particular difficulties.
Now, you have been a Greek minister in several previous governments in Greece, but you've also been on the other side as an EU commissioner. Watching the way that this new government has performed since it came into power, how would you rate their performance? How would you observe the way they have conducted themselves while they have been in power?
Look, this government is consisted by two parties, which a few years ago really didn't exist. I mean, the one was 4% and the other one didn't exist at all. These two parties are the children of the crisis. So the despair of people, the failure of the previous governments, brought this very strange coalition of an extreme left and an extreme right party in the government. these parties, the leader, the Prime Minister, and the other ministers, really had no idea how the European Union worked. And not only that, they were obsessed with some, I could say, communistic ideas about how the free market works or about how the others have to behave to Greece. So, although people understood that we couldn't proceed with the previous political system, it is obvious that this government didn't have the experience, the know-how, even the will to work together with the European system, which has its own rules, and sometimes they are very tough. But this is the reality. And I think that nobody can have a final positive result if does not know very well the rules and the system in which it belongs.
And just briefly, Ms. Diamantopoulou, do you believe that Greece can forge an agreement on its terms, on the terms that the Prime Minister claims he will be negotiating on? Or ultimately, do you believe the Prime Minister will have to compromise?
It is absolutely, I'm absolutely sure that the Prime Minister will compromise. Otherwise, there is no way out, because you know, it is very complicated for Australia for Australian people to understand how European Union works. But the Eurozone is consisted by 19 different countries, independent countries with their own parliaments. So no one of them, being very big or very small, can come and say, this is what I believe, take it or leave it. There is always a need of consensus and compromise. And this is the way that the European Union works for years and years. Of course, now we are in a crisis. There is a humanistic crisis. There are huge problems in the Greek people. They have to take them into account. But on the other side, Prime Minister has to understand that he has to compromise and to come on the table with some concrete ideas. Because until now, the only thing that the Greek government did was the rejection of a very tough program from the European side. They didn't present their own program. This is why I believe that now, in this meeting that it is taking place now in the office of the President of the Republic, it is important is that they agree on a national proposal, a program that it is from the Greeks for the Greeks, and they understand the difficulties we have.
Okay, Anna Diamantopoulou, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you very much for your insights tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye.